So today we have Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer taking on Damon Salvatore from the Vampire Diaries. Who wins? Let's find out. So, who's stronger? Well, Spike has matched Buffy and other Slayers, easily broke off a metal handrail. He's punched through a wall and pulled the guy through that wall from the other side, sent vampires flying, punched through a demon's torso, punched through another demon's face, and he shattered a wooden coffin with a simple punch as well. But Damon has easily snapped necks and ripped out hearts from humans and vampires. He sent Stefan flying with enough force to shatter a bookshelf, decapitated one vampire with a hand chop and another with a wet floor sign, uh, and he's punched through solid brick and stone. I'd say they're fairly even here. Uh, Moving on to durability. Damon has quickly recovered from being hit by a speeding SUV, thrown out a window, and being sent flying. He's endured a beating from Cole Michelson with a metal baseball bat, and he's an original vampire. Being shot multiple times with wooden bullets all over his body, being stabbed in the torso by several wooden spikes covered in vervain, and he survived being shot in the head with a wood bullet. He also had a great healing factor, seeing that he healed from all of that very quickly and even regenerated both of his eyes. But Spike has walked off multi-story falls, being stabbed in the chest by a sword, being impaled by several arrows, and being shot in the heart with a crossbow bolt. He's ignored an IED blowing up in his hands, machine gun fire, and being caught on fire. He survived um, his spine being broken, and endured being tortured for several hours and without talking. He also had a solid healing factor, but it took him months to heal his legs once he was confined to a wheelchair. So I would say Spike is physically tougher than Damon, but Damon's healing factor is far greater. It just is. And now, speed. Spike easily blitzed people and caught thrown stakes and knives as well as arrows. He's easily countered blitzes, dodged attacks from behind, dodged laser bolts and energy blasts, and he's even dodged machine gun fire at close range. But Damon is faster. Vampires in the Vampire Diaries just have blurring speeds like immediately, and as they age, they just get faster and faster. And he was like 150 years old or something like that. This is how fast Damon is. While weakened, he threw a football as hard as he could and then caught that football. He ran faster than he threw it. When facing someone with a crossbow across a gorge, he blocked an arrow with another vampire, caught an arrow, and then circled the entire gorge before the shooter could leave. All within just, seconds. He's even blitzed Cole Michelson, an original vampire. So, Spike is physically tougher, while Damon is faster and has a better healing factor. But Spike is without a doubt the more skilled fighter. The guy has killed two former Slayers in 1v1 fights, just head straight up. Killed both of them. Not to mention, he's routinely matched Buffy and Angel, arguably the two best fighters out of the entire series. Damon did fight in the Civil War, but any sort of skill he might have learned clearly didn't stick, as he always just relies on his enhanced strength and speed. Uh, Now, in terms of brutality, I'd say they're fairly even. Both are quite the hotheads and savage and brutal in combat. Hell, Spike was even called William the Bloody at one point. uh, Anyways, who wins? Well, both are brutal hotheads, like I said, that are equally strong. Uh, The only real difference between the two is Damon's speed and healing factor and Spike's skill. The skill gap between the two is quite large. Like, Spike is a very skilled martial artist, or he was. Um, uh, but Damon's speed and healing factor are decently better, and in my opinion, two decently better advantages is better than one bigger advantage. Yeah, this would be a fun fight. This fight would be fucking legendary, honestly. Excuse the language, but yeah. Uh, I'm gonna side with Damon though, more times than not. Spike could win. He's dodge machine gun fire. He could definitely keep up with Damon, but more times than not, I think I'm gonna side with Damon on this one. Damon wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.